some tags. Only got $20 in my pocket.
Are you trying to pop some tags with just $20 in your pocket? Well, welcome to the new trend that's got all the buzz.
I am doing a thrifting video.
We're thrifting right now.
She has the good luck thrifting charm today.
Thrifting has become a widespread trend amongst millennials as people become more aware of the dangers of fast fashion. Fast fashion is mass-produced and on-trend clothing by big box retailers, often sold at low, competitive prices. Although fast fashion is cheap, it comes at a greater cost. Henry Navarro Delgado is an associate professor at the Ryerson School of Fashion.
We call it fast fashion, but I think it should be called like cheap fashion, because in order to accelerate that adoption process, usually manufacturers and the companies who the labels are behind fast fashion, they utilize cheaper materials. They utilize production processes and manufacturing in countries where labor laws are very lousy. Workers who are making those garments, they are not treated very well and they're not paid fairly.
Well, offering high fashion and low prices. Are buying quickly, they're buying cheaply, and these.
But that's not to say we as consumers have to actively partake in wasteful shopping practices. Many have turned to thrifting as a solution.
I thrift shop because I've recently learned that a lot of fabric goes to waste lanes after, and so fast fashion is such like a fast and recurring thing, and there's always so much stuff left over, so it's easier just to go thrifting because you find unique pieces that only you get.
I go thrift shopping because it's an easy way to find like unique pieces for myself. It's like I feel like when I go to other stores, you might get the same piece as someone else, but when you go thrift shopping, you know you're getting something really like individual.
Black Market, located on Queen Street West, sells vintage, secondhand clothing. What makes the store especially popular is everything in the store is sold for $10 or less.
Thrifting is really nice because you save money first and foremost. This year we don't buy too often at all. If we do want to spend something, we would probably prefer doing it in a secondhand shop.
For me, I think it's a little bit about the surprise. You never know exactly what you're going to be getting. On top of that, you're not contributing to any new manufacturing. You're doing your best to make sure that you're not contributing to landfills, excess plastic, anything like that. So it's good. It's it's right for environment, it's right for the economy. But just in general, it's it's the right way to do things. If you need to go out and buy anything, yeah.
Well, thrifting and secondhand clothes, they provide a number of benefits. Usually people think about price, but another benefit of thrifting is that you get items that have performed for a while. It's proven that these are garments that are well made. They last somebody for a while. That means they're going to last you as well.
But it's not only businesses who are selling vintage. Student Emma Macklin sells thrifted clothing through her Instagram store, Little Foundling.
I started Little Foundling in February of 2018, so it's been about a year now, and basically I sell thrifted clothing and home goods. I really wanted to kind of break the fast fashion era, if that makes sense, and I just think buying new is kind of pointless when we have all these amazing vintage pieces in thrift stores around us. So I just really wanted to create kind of like a curated line of gorgeous vintage pieces. Honestly, it kind of blew up. I was really, really surprised. There was a lot of really positive reinforcement from everyone. It really blew up. It was really crazy. I had my first pop-up shop only a month after I started the company, and I want to say hundreds of people came. I sold hundreds of dollars worth of clothing. I try to keep it affordable for students. I don't really price it as high as some consignment shops do because I want it to be affordable for students. So I'm trying to create that kind of like middle ground between like thrift stores and consignment shops. It's seriously a dream for me. So I really hope we can get to a point where I can build a team and also just try and save the earth as much as I can.
Vintage is in right now, and a lot of fast fashion companies are even pulling inspiration from previous decades' trends. So why not stay one step ahead and check out your local vintage shop? For Toronto Today, I'm Waverly Neufeld.